Hey, Kat, I have a question for you.
What's that?
What's the LGBTQ agenda?
Equality.
Are you sure about that?
Last I checked, they just want
I
to
mean,
get married to the person that they love.
are you
And, like,
sure that is
see who
the
they really are.
LGBTQ agenda?
Huh?
What? Are you sure that's just the LGBTQ agenda? Are you sure there's nothing else to the LGBTQ agenda?
I mean, be who they are, be able to express themselves accurately,
All right. Well, then let's
maybe.
because last week or 2 weeks ago, Oreo released a commercial,
Right.
talking about proud parents, which I did a video on.
Mm-hmm.
And then around that same time, Uber Eats released this commercial.
Tonight, I'll be eating cheesy cauliflower pizza with extra broccolini.
My turn. Tonight, I'll be eating cheesy cauliflower pizza and yummy broccolini.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Is that my leotard?
No. Yes.
You can keep it.
Okay. I hadn't seen that one yet. That's cute.
Yeah. So,
What's the issue with it? I don't understand.
I was wondering the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Because guess who's at it again?
Your favorite.
My mortal enemy. 1 million moms.
Which, by the way, there's not 1 million moms, but
It's not.
I digress.
It's not. So let me go ahead and explain to you the problem, number one, with 1 million moms. Number one, on their Facebook page, which is their largest Facebook page, they only have 100,000 followers. Number one. Number two, whenever they release a petition to have something taken down, they only get 6, 7, 8,000 signatures.
Okay.
Interesting. I mean,
that I could see that.
No, but it's no. Even that is too many, but still. Though
I'm not saying no. No, I'm saying I can understand where there would be that many people who might agree with their petitions. That's all I'm saying.
So they are going after this commercial and Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Saying because they're pushing the LGBTQ agenda on families. And this is a quote from them. And instead of making audiences lose their appetite by glamorizing the LGBTQ lifestyle, Uber Eats should focus on what it does and remain neutral on controversial issues.
Right.
She added that watching someone prance around in the opposite sex's clothing is harmful to those struggling with their sexual identity. Supporting the LGBTQ agenda versus remaining neutral in the culture war is just bad business. If Christians cannot find corporate neutrality with Uber Eats and Uber, then they will vote with their money and support companies that are neutral. So let me ask you this: Is Chick-fil-A neutral?
I was gonna say that. I was like, I don't see no petition against Chick-fil-A to remain neutral. Come at me.
That's my point. That right there is my
legitimately what you want. Fine, but you better be across the board the same. But you're not, because you're pigs.
They are pigs. And the thing about it is they're talking about pushing the LGBTQ agenda. I'm still trying to figure out what the LGBTQ agenda is.
Also, did you read where they said about how it's harmful to those struggling with their identity? Is that what it said?
That's exactly what it said.
Hmm.
Well, first off, let me just go ahead and say this.
Because they would know. Are they
Exactly.
struggling with their identity?
Exactly.
Is
First,
that
let me
harmful to
let me go ahead and say this. Let me just go ahead and first start off with this.
Yeah.
First of all, my compliments to Jonathan Van Ness.
Who
First
dat?
of all, that's wow. You don't even pay
Oh, that's
attention.
the guy in the commercial. No. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I don't know people's names, even though that's my mother's maiden name.
So hats off to Jonathan Van Ness. I did not realize that he could do a triple back tuck thing, whatever that is called, in floor gymnastics. But my hats off to him on doing that. That was pretty badass.
Are we not sure that that's not
No,
a stunt double?
I think that was him.
I don't know.
It looked
I have
like
no
him.
idea.
I mean, it could have been a stunt double, but if
I
it
didn't look
wasn't,
at it that closely. Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been. It might not have been. I don't know, but it looked like him. So,
Either way.
but regardless,
However, regardless, also hats off to him because he looks banging in that leotard.
he does. He does. But the whole point is, what is the LGBTQ agenda that 1 million moms keeps talking about?
You know what it is.
What I
want to turn all our children gay.
Is that what the LGBTQ agenda is? We're going to turn them gay?
Probably.
Are they still under the assumption that being gay is a choice?
Yeah.
Because last time I checked, science said that was like complete null and void.
I don't think that people like that pay attention a whole lot to science.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the one that are sitting there pushing for fucking, that we're pushing for Comey Barrett's fucking, inauguration, excuse me, not inauguration, her confirmation, and they're pushing for Trump, and they're pushing for this, and they're pushing for that, yet they don't trust science. They're constantly trying to divide culture. And what culture war are we in right now? Really? I said this last week. 1 million moms has completely started a war with me, and I will not stand idly by. I told them last week, and I'm telling them again right now. Every move you take, every step you take, I'll be watching you. And I'm going to come after them. I'm going to fucking destroy 1 million moms. Now, in my video last week, I did say that the only person that can condemn or, judge anybody is God. And at the end of that video, I did say that I was going to condemn everything that they do. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not a religious person. So I can condemn anybody I want. So my point was that they're religious and they know that only God can condemn, and they're condemning everything. So that was my idea behind that. But either way, I'm going to, if they shit the wrong way, I'm going to be there to pick it up and then throw it back in their face. If they fart in a public elevator, I'm going to be there to record it and put it out for the world to see. Everything that 1 million moms does is on my radar. I am done with them. They have done nothing but create a mortal enemy in me. Most people ignore their bullshit and, don't talk about it. They'll put a news blurb about it, but nobody else talks about it. I am not going to stand idly by anymore.
Okay.
I am coming. Listen, 100,000 moms, maybe, if that's even true. And by the way, I did a little research on this. Most of their followers are people that follow me, who just follow them just to find out what they're talking about some days. So is it really 100,000 moms? No, most people just sit there and watch and follow them. Yeah, like a fucking train wreck, just to see what happens next.
I'm in a couple of Facebook groups like that.
It boggles my mind. A while back when they were going after Lucifer on Fox.
They were?
Oh yeah, they claimed credit for getting Lucifer kicked off of Fox.
Really?
Yes.
Aw, how cute.
Yes. They claimed credit for that. They've claimed they went after Toy Story 4 for having two moms drop off a kid at daycare.
Oh, fuck them.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what the
Don't you go
logic
after
is
my Toy
here.
Story.
I don't understand what the logic is here. So they're normalizing the culture of people who live in this country. So
Are you really asking for logic here, or do you just want me do you just want to rant?
a little bit of both.
I'll give you the logic.
Go ahead, give me the logic, please.
You were raised in you were not raised. You went to a Catholic church.
Yep.
You know what the logic is.
Of course I do. But I'm asking it rhetorically, but at the same time, I want to know what the logic is. It's a weird way of saying that, but yeah, that's what I want.
They were brought up in a religious cult. That's what the logic is. And they were told to believe that that's the devil or some crap. I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
Because here's the thing. Let's just be real. Religion as a whole, with a few exceptions, I'm not going to lump everybody in there because there's non-denominationals and there's this and that. And there's some religion that is really good.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm not going to lump them all. But the majority of religions, especially Catholicism and Christianity, is a fucking cult.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Also, I want to take this opportunity to promote a positive mom group, which is called Free Mom Hugs. And it's basically based off the fact of that if your parents don't approve of you being LGBTQ, there are moms who will come and support you no matter what. And we love you no matter what. I'm one of them.
The thing about it is this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want to talk about a culture war, which I don't even believe it exists in this day and age. Here's the thing. Suicide rates this year are among the highest we've ever seen in this country.
Right.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, period.
Right.
And the stuff that is going on with groups like them are only making it worse. You know, there was a child, was she 15 or 16 years old, who was tried and convicted of involuntary manslaughter because she convinced her boyfriend to commit suicide through text.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Whether directly or indirectly, that is causing this exact same, that is what they are doing is causing the exact same effect.
Right.
Now, they're not coming out and saying, kill yourself. I'm not saying that. That will never happen. I'm not saying that they're doing that. What I'm saying is their cause and effect of the stuff that they're doing is harmful to children. It is harmful to teenagers. The second leading cause of death between the age of 12 and 24 is suicide.
Right.
And that is the most important years of these teenagers and children's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they want to go on there and judge everything that they do, talking about this. But you know what? Their next door neighbor that works at fucking Walmart that goes to work on a Sunday, they didn't stone them because it says that in Leviticus 2. Or also it says, you know, in all the other Old Testament, it says to sell your daughter into slavery.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, they don't talk about that now, do they? No, but the one passage that is the one thing that kind of still applies today, air quotes, is that. But yeah, that's the one thing that they focus on. But they're not talking about the rest of it. It's not a fucking buffet. If you're going to be a religious goddamn Bible thumper, then obey all of it. And then end your ass up in jail and shut your fucking mouth.
Okay. You're not wrong. I don't agree with the whole obey all of it because that would just be chaos.
I understand that, but that's my point. They choose to eat at the buffet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay? They go straight. They go straight to Golden Corral and they go straight for the steak, but they ignore the shrimp and the mashed potatoes and everything else like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but goddamn it, Golden Corral has some great mashed potatoes. Eat the mashed potatoes. Eat the prime rib. Everything they serve there is fantastic. Have you ever tried Golden Corral's fried chicken? It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Eat at the buffet and
Okay, stop.
eat
You're making
everything.
me hungry. I haven't had lunch.
Neither have I. But the point, you see my point I'm trying to make here.
I do.
I'm heated.
I feel you.
Okay.
I feel you.
I wanted to make this video on my own
Mm.
and put it out, but I knew that I would get overzealous with it. I'm glad I have you here with this, because the thing about it is I'm over it. I am so over it. I want to just absolutely destroy this group and show them as the bigots that they are, and hopefully one day get them labeled as a hate group, because exactly what they are. They are a fucking hate group out to demoralize this country. No, they're not about peace and love. If they were, they would let them, because what does a gay person being on TV advertising a food delivery service, how is that harmful to them? They said that it's pushing the dude just.
All right, so like, let's walk through this. Let's imagine ourselves, okay, a mother of this group who is very religious, and we have children, whether they be gay or not. And you actually genuinely believe that a TV commercial for a company that you don't have to support if you don't want to, by the way, is going to harm your children's thoughts. So, like, what about all of the other TV shows, music, commercials? Like, actually, why are your kids even watching TV?
Yeah, and that's the thing. So I'm going to pull something up, and I want to show you this real quick, because the thing about it is they want to talk about how they're a religious group and that they are, they're trying to just promote, Christianity and values and support in life and in general. Okay.
Sure.
So I'm going to show you something right now, and we're going to pull this up because I need to emphasize something strongly here.
Okay. Can I tell a funny story real quick while you do that? Or do I have time?
Yeah.
Nope. Never mind. You already brought it up.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, no. Okay. I'll tell you a funny story. So just to for comic relief, I almost killed my husband over the weekend. On purpose. So we were in the middle of a discussion, and it was kind of a heated discussion, and we were trying very hard to keep our cool. Okay. I'm going to have to set down my mic to do this, to show you. Okay. So we were trying to keep our cool, and we weren't yelling at each other by any means, but we were not happy with each other at all. Right. So we're sitting down at the dining room table, and there's been this fly. The whole time we're talking, there's been this fly. You can't see me now. Oh, there's been this fly that's buzzing around our heads, right? And I'm just ignoring it because I'm pissed and focused, okay? And I'm trying to talk. So in the middle of me talking, and this is after a few minutes of this going on, my husband goes really loudly right in front of my face trying to kill this fly, right? And for a split second, I actually thought I was going to have to kill my husband, because the sound made my brain think that he had actually gone off and done something like that. And yeah, I don't tolerate that bullshit. So I told him, I was like, you're going to need to do that again. You need to not ever do that again, because I literally thought I was going to have to kill you just now. Yeah, don't do that in the middle of a discussion ever. And so now it's a funny story, but I literally was like, I'm going to have to plan a funeral, hide his body. I don't even know, but yeah, it was bad. Luckily, it was just a fly, and I didn't have to kill him.
All right, so let's take a look in here. Okay. They're talking about what they are all about. Okay, so at the very top of this page here, you can see what their current top campaigns are, which is the Uber Eats ad, the Oreo P flag commercial, which I talked about last week, and then a Frank's Red Hot commercial that has a splat here. It says, "I put that shit on everything," but that's not what they're saying. They're putting that splat on everything. Okay,
or they could say, "I put that on everything."
Exactly. So then also down here, tell senators, okay, that happened. So, that's their campaigns. Okay. So they're only working on 3 things right now because that one's already passed through. So these are their, and 2 of those, actually, no, 3 of them are LGBTQ related because Amy Coney Barrett has straight up given speeches for LGBTQ hate groups, ones that actually have legitimately been deemed hate groups by our government. And she's given speeches to them about the LGBTQ agenda. But I digress. Okay. So let's look at what their past successes are. Okay. Once Upon a Time. Let's see what they did with Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time, it's not showing anything. After this, another show has been canceled. Is ABC's Once Upon a Time after the program decided to become politically correct. After the program to decide to become politically correct. 1 million moms warned parents and took action. ABC's Once Upon a Time introduced a lesbian couple, which hit 1 million moms and parents found completely unnecessary. Many families watch the program. Okay, first of all, it got canceled because the last season sucked. It had nothing to do with with 1 million moms. Absolutely not. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at some of their other successes. Let's see here.
Are they trolls? Is that what they're doing? Are they just trolls?
No.
Who's the owner of this group?
So let's see here. About Us. It's a division of the American Family Association. Okay. Was to give moms an impact with decision makers and let them know that we are upset with the messages they are sending to our children and the values or lack thereof they are pushing. Let's see here. Doesn't say who they.
We'll Google it. Hold on.
Yeah, president of 1 million moms. Do that. So their successes. Let's go back and look at this again. Kit Kat is now family friendly once again because of guess what? Because of them. Okay.
Oh, I wish Kit Kat would put out the fucking gayest, pridest.
Well, this one was
ever.
This one was in regards to sexual innuendos. The Kit Kat original reverse break commercial, the inappropriate song "Work It" by Missy Elliott was the focus of the ad versus the actual product. This song is about sex and the lyrics are extremely offensive. Everyone knows children repeat what they hear. The advertisement shows an unwrapped candy bar and briefly includes their logo at the end, but not once is the Kit Kat audibly mentioned during the reverse break commercial. Okay. This is what gets me funny. Kit Kat's reverse break commercial was irresponsible, but after our supporters voiced their concern over the candy bar ad with sexual message, a new commercial has begun airing. Well, here's something that I want everybody to know. Short campaigns are part of the process. Commercials usually only run for 4 to 6 weeks tops, and then they do something else. Because if they do the exact same campaign and the exact same ad over and 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 over again, people are going to ignore it. So they try something new. It's constantly changing. You had nothing to do with Kit Kat changing their commercial.
Right.
Okay. Or let's see here. I already went off about Once Upon a Time. Let's look at some of the bigger ones. Let's see here. They went after the Muppets.
That's not surprising.
Okay. First of all, it got really bad ratings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because they tried to target the adult audience who watched them as kids, and it didn't work. Yet, because they warned them, ABC took it off the air. Supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Angel from Hell on CBS. After 5 episodes, because they voiced concern over the spiritually dangerous program and a lack of sponsorship played a major role. The lack of sponsorship because the show fucking sucked.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They like to take things that are going bad already, attack
Right.
it, and then claim that they had something to do with this. It is not true.
Right.
Okay. The biggest one was Lucifer. Okay. And let's talk about Lucifer for a second.
I love Lucifer.
Okay. They took Lucifer off the air, supposedly off of Fox.
Mm-hmm.
But what did Netflix immediately do?
Picked it up and put it on it.
Picked it up and put it on it. And then what happened?
And then I don't know. I think they did like one more season.
They've done
then they
2
cut it?
seasons and they're doing one more. Okay. But when that 5th season was released on Netflix, the first season that was Netflix aired, it was literally the #1 show on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you how successful that campaign was to take a show that was doing mediocre on Fox. Now on Netflix, it has now one of the largest audiences in the fucking country. Great job, 1 Million Moms. You did another success. Congratulations on your fucking bigotry and your hateful speech. Because all you did was make that man a little bit more richer.
Right. So I'm trying to find the person who's like president of 1 Million Moms or something. And this is a rabbit hole of some shit, man. Did you know that?
Please go right ahead. Explain this because we are here to target them right now. Let's do this. Come on.
So you're right. They're owned by American Family Association, which owns a couple of different groups, all of which are very interesting. But also, like the American Family Association in 2005, hold on, engaged in hate speech. Yeah, like they've been so they are a hate group. The American Family Association has been listed as a hate group in 2005. Like that was 15 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. So in November 2010, the SPLC changed their listing of AFA from a group that used hate speech to the more serious one of being designated a hate group. Propagation of known falsehoods and demonizing propaganda was the basis for the change. Yeah, the whole group and everything under it has been listed as a hate group. And so they own hold on one second. My daughter's calling me. Maybe she didn't call me. I don't know what that was. Okay. So they own 1 Million Moms and 1 Million Dads project, as well as the American Family Radio, Evangelical, I don't know how to say that word, Council for Financial Accountability.
Wait. American Family Radio?
Yep. Why? What are you doing?
Oh, you're about to find out, Catherine.
Are you going to put your podcast on their thing? That'd be awesome.
What's it called again? American Family Radio?
Yeah. They own a bunch of lobbyists. But like I can't find out who the president of the Moms Club is, which is super odd because usually stuff like this is super easy to find, but I'm certain that they're fucking hiding, obviously.
They have call-in numbers.
So it says the key people for the American Family Association, at least, are Tim Wildman, who is the president, Brian Fisher, who is the director of issues analysis. Why would your second key person be a director of issues analysis, guys? Like, how fucked up do you have to be for there to be, for like basically your CFO to be Your director of issues analysis. This is
All right.
awesome.
So Central Standard Time is just 1 hour behind us, right?
Yeah.
So currently at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time,
It's 11:30.
Oh my! Why is my computer not updated? No, it's 12:30.
It's 12:30 here. I'm saying in
So it's
Central
11:30.
Standard
Yeah.
Time. It's
Yeah, so
11:30.
it's 11:30.
Yes.
All right. So right now, Truth for Life by Alistair Begg is on the air right now.
What are you doing? Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Please don't do it.
Don't do what?
You have way too much joy in your eyeballs right now.
It sounds like Derek's going to have a troll episode here in a few days.
Okay, that's fine. That'll be great. That'll be great. Good for you.
I'm going to have some fun. Me too.
Your eyeballs are glistening.
Oh God, I'm going to have so much fun.
Enjoy. Yeah.
I'm going to become their mortal enemy.
Oh, why is Marilyn Manson listed under here?
Why? As what? As what?
So it's in the Wikipedia page for AFA. It says that Paul Cambria, it's a very short. It says Paul Cambria, lawyer for rock band Marilyn Manson, sent a cease and desist letter to AFA on April 25th, 1997, in response to allegations published in the AFA Journal that Manson encouraged audience members to engage in sexual and violent acts in its concerts. AFA Journal relied on testimony by 2 anonymous claimed teenage concert goers. The allegations were independently proven to be false. Wildman responded that his organization as a whole was not responsible, but rather AFA's Gulf Coast chapter in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi.
So basically what happened is 2 teenagers went and got caught, and they were like, oh, we were totally there spying for the organization, because they're probably a cult too.
They are a cult. Absolutely, they're a cult.
Right.
The whole idea is this. I'm okay. Again, I'm going to do everything in my power to bring these bigots down. Like
close their doors type thing?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, what Leah Remini is to Scientology, Derek Hanjora is to 1 million moms in the AFA.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Oh yeah. You know, my whole controversy creates cash and, you know, publicity thing. Yeah, this is that door.
Aware.
Oh,
you ain't gotta.
I'm kicking that door down. And I'm not doing this for publicity. I don't give a shit. No, let me rephrase that. I am doing this for publicity because they deserve to be taken down. And the more people recognize that, the better off we are. However, the controversy creates cash thing does not apply here because it's not about that. It's about just demeaning and destroying them because I'm sick and tired of their hate speech. And they're going to get phone calls after phone call after phone call on their air programs here. And I want you to know they're coming. They're coming, guys.
You know how long they've been in business?
I don't give a shit.
I just want to tell you.
How long?
Since 1977.
Well, guess what? I was born in 1981, and I'm going to take them down.
Do you know that they are fighting for conservatism in the United States?
Okay, great.
They want good old Christian values to be alive and well, even though we're supposed to keep religion and state separate. But, you know, I digress.
No, they're the same people that want religion back in schools. But you know what? What religion is that? Is that going to be all religion or just Christianity? There you go. Bigots.
Yeah.
Hateful people. When they arrive at the pearly gates, Peter's going to laugh at them.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone like me, who they're going to demonize because I'm going to come so hard.
I know.
Okay. I'm just going to walk right by. I'm going to walk right by him and just say, hey, guys, how you doing? And then Jesus is gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" Like, then he's gonna turn to them like, "Fuck these guys, you come on in."
I'm gonna fuck them up even in the afterlife.
No, because they have they've eaten at the Bible buffet and picked and choose what they wanted to talk about, but yet they ignore the other things. But then on top of that, they've done nothing but demonize and judge and condemn people, again, against the Bible. Yet they think that they're doing the God's work. They think they're doing right by the Bible. But yet all they're doing is sending themselves to hell by that definition of doing that.
Yeah. You realize that's what our president's doing, right? Not to get political or anything. But
if you really want to make me angry, let's have this conversation. No.
Let's just go at it, man. Fuck yeah. Let's just all our anger, aggression, man. Like, this is the mental health show. Anger and aggression is a part of life. This is a part of our mental health. And if you wanna cure it, you wanna get rid of it, you gotta get it out. Get it out.
I need to go smoke some weed.
Probably. I'm scared shitless because they're boarding up DC and New York. And I saw something on TikTok, I think, that said that they only do that in third world countries right before an election. And so I'm terrified.
Wait a minute. What did I miss? What do you mean they're boarding up DC and New York?
You didn't fucking know this?
I did not know this. Well, I must have missed this. I've stayed off of the news sites.
Oh, they're literally boarding up downtown DC and New York City in preparation for riots because of the election results.
Regardless of the result, there's going to be riots.
And that's why they're doing it.
I personally think that, and this is my own opinion, okay? Yeah. And I don't like getting political. I like talking shit, but I don't like getting political. There's a big difference. I am a political comic. I am a,
Aren't we all?
But the thing about it is, like, I don't like make my feelings known about what I actually feel about politics. I talk shit about politics and I make fun of it and I have fun with it, but I don't ever really let my feelings be known.
Okay, well, I'm fixing to let mine be known, so you say what you gotta say, and then I'll go for it.
But here's the thing: when I'm fearing the most right now,
okay,
that if Trump loses the election this week, because it's not going to be tomorrow, we're not going to know for sure tomorrow. It's going to probably be the end of the week because mail-in ballots and blah 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 blah, which he's trying to stop, by the way. But we won't go there. What I'm saying is, if he loses tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have a civil war. Militias will rise up and try to take over.
Okay. Don't say that so definitively, please. Because
I'm almost positive.
Okay. So yeah, I would agree. Mostly. Because
it's not fact. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's what I feel.
Here's where I stand on feelings about it. I'm legitimately terrified for if he does lose, which is weird for me to say because I don't want him there. I have no respect for that person. He's not even a man. Yeah. He happens to be a human being, and that's all he gets. But I can't even describe to you how much I don't want him there. So, having said that, I'm also equally as terrified. I'm equally as terrified for if he wins as if he loses, honestly. And I don't, because what I'm afraid of, honestly, is if he wins, is that he's going to do something absolutely fucking insane in the next 4 years that's going to make it to where he has to stay there longer. I don't know what that could possibly even be, but that's my greatest fear.
Well,
one of them.
He said it straight up.
If you really want to piss him off, stay 12 more years. Yeah, I know.
Well, not even that. He straight up said that if he wins this election, he's going to start negotiating a third term.
Yeah.
And that's why he
terrifying.
pushed. And that's why he pushed so hard for Amy Coney Barrett to get going in there.
That literally gives me heart palpitations. I'm terrified of that. Even whether I'm here or not, like, because in about 8 or 9 months, I'm probably not going to be in this country. Thank God.
No, let's not talk about this. We're not talking about this.
Yeah, right. Thank you. But also, if he loses, they're going to go fucking crazy. Like, they're already kind of going in that, not going in that direction. They're not. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm genuinely terrified, though.
You and me both, sister.
I need the queen. Like, we made a mistake. We need to come home. Please come and save us. Help, Canada. You're our best friend.
I was going to say Canada is looking mighty fine right now.
Even Mexico looks better at this point. And that's saying some shit, man. Some shit.
You have to live on the resort because otherwise don't go outside the resort walls.
Right. I'm about to book a cruise.
No, I'm like legitimate. Me and Christine have already legitimately talked about going to Canada. I mean, like for reals.
I've literally told my families, I had a dream the other day that I wanted my mom. Like, something happened in the stream, but I wanted my mom to take my kids because me and my husband were going to go to jail for nefarious reasons, and which weren't nefarious.
What were they? I want to know.
I don't know. He had done something. My husband had done something that the country had determined were crimes against the country, essentially, and they thought that I was involved, and so they came to arrest us both. And I told my mom to take my kids and get out of the country, and my daughter didn't have her passport, so they couldn't leave. And so, like, please, if you haven't gotten your passport, everybody needs to, regardless of what happens. It is a safety measure, period.
Yeah.
In Canada, there are ways to apply for citizenship. You don't have to go and claim asylum. There are just ways to apply for citizenship. Everyone should have their passport.
You can apply for. I've done the research on this. If you are a skilled trade worker, such as like being a teacher or stuff like that, or if you own your own business, or if you're retired, you're almost guaranteed entry. Anything else, though, is really, 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 really difficult to get in.
However, they do like to have international students. So if you have any intentions on going back to school, they'll pay for it as well.
So someone like me, someone like me who's a small business owner,
right?
I can live there.
You want to go and get if you want to go and get a doctorate's degree or a lawyer's degree or something like that, something that they could probably use for the next however long, have at it.
Yeah.
In Canada. Anyway.
Now
I'm shaking. So let's.
Yeah.
I feel sick to my stomach.
I do too. And, but you know what? I mean, it's here's where I have a problem. Okay. Let's go back for a second and talk about the AFA for a second.
Okay.
They have been deemed a hate group.
Right.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay. Yet the things that they do on a daily basis is the exact same thing this administration is doing on a daily basis. Yet nobody notices.
Oh, no, they notice.
But why isn't our administration being labeled as a hate group? Now, I understand that cannot happen. Yeah. And I'm fully aware that no one's going to come on and say that our administration's a hate group. No. And I'm not saying that they are either. But what I'm saying is I'm not, because that's not my place. I'm not in a part of a political power to make a determination like that at all.
Sure.
The cocky, arrogant, Derek, Derek I would absolutely do that in a heartbeat. Right. But I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is, oh shit.
What'd you do?
That was awfully bright.
Was that your flashlight?
No, it was my camera lights.
Oh, that's funny.
A little off bright there.
A little bit. There you go.
But no, it's like I don't. It's sad what has become of this country right now.
It's incredibly sad. Like I literally feel like I have to monitor my kids' education to make sure that they're not just being fed propaganda. Like I literally sit there and listen to my kids' history lessons just to make sure that like I don't have to come in and deviate and teach them critical thinking skills in second grade. Because I'm genuinely terrified of that.
Yeah, as you
Like,
should be.
right? Like I never in a trillion years could have thought that the United States, I mean, and this is probably naivety as well as I don't know, stupidity maybe, but I genuinely never thought that our country could become what it has right now.
Me
And
neither.
I never in my wildest like I'm a pretty anxious person and I have a tendency to overthink things to an extreme. In my wildest anxiety induced nightmares, I could have never dreamed it would be like this.
Yeah.
So
Me neither.
yeah.
And you know, it's one of those things. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't, because it's the idea of what we're going through as a country right now. You know, the division,
Right.
the hate speech on both sides,
Right.
both sides.
Yeah.
You know,
The blame.
yeah, I mean, this is,
I know.
it's horrible.
It is.
It's horrible.
Yep.
How are we ever supposed to, you know, unify ever again?
That's the question.
You know, I mean, even when we had a massive, you know, tragedy in this country back on September 11th.
Yeah.
We were still divided.
Were we? I remember it differently.
Everyone was, no. What I'm saying is we were all unified as Americans, but if you were Muslim, watch out.
Oh yeah. If you were Muslim in America, that was a scary time for you.
And that's what I'm saying. So, you know, you can look back upon all the great things in this country that have happened. Okay.
Right.
Let's, you know, September 11th. Okay. Yes. Go USA unless you're Muslim.
Have you ever heard the saying that war pays?
Yes. That's why after September 11th, when we knew who did it, we went after Iraq.
Well,
but-
and then come to find out it was all fake anyway. All the intelligence that they had supposedly collected, it was fake.
Of course, everything about it.
And nobody double checked it.
Yeah. But anyway, then on top of that, you know, after World War II, everything was great, unless you're a black or woman.
Yeah.
After the Civil War.
Even in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look back at everything, you know, after, you know, when we signed our Declaration of Independence, oh yeah, everything's great, unless you're a slave or a woman.
Right.
You know, it's like, you know, you can't say that America was ever great.
No.
We've been good.
We've been all right.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But we've never been great.
You're not wrong.
You know, and that right there is a strong way of putting it, because there's always been a but attached to it.
So my question is, have we all been fed propaganda our whole lives and this has really always been the way that it is? And we're just somehow like, why is it just now seem like we're worse off than we ever have been before? When, I mean, from what you're pointing out, you're right. We've essentially just been fed propaganda. America is great, you know, blah, blah,
We
blah.
have been fed propaganda from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a matter of, oh, red is wrong or blue is wrong. It's not about that. It's about the way we govern this country is wrong.
Right.
Period. You know, because let's be real for a second, and I'm going to be 100% honest. From a business aspect of things, Donald Trump is a genius. He is okay, but I'm talking about from a ruthless, smart way of doing business. Prior to all of this, okay, dude knew what he was doing, and you can't fault him for that. When his popularity was going down, he went to NBC and said, "Hey, let's start a TV show. I need more money, so let's do this. Oh, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this." He knew what he was doing. He's not an idiot. But that's the problem. He knows he's not an idiot, and he thinks he's God's gift to everybody. Huh?
Well, and not just that. That's the problem that I have with whatever he's doing now, is because I know he knows what he's doing. He's extremely calculating. And I mean, you're not, I don't know. I would not call what he does in business being a genius. I would call that manipulative and fucking awful. And so I guess if you take out any moral ground whatsoever and want to call him a genius, sure, fine. But in business, I feel strongly that you should still have morals and be in business. And I have, so I feel that way. And therefore I cannot, if you don't have morals, I can't really respect you as a human being or as a business person. I have no respect for you. So therefore I don't want to do business with you. So therefore I think you're a fucking idiot. If you want to have morals and do business, I will 100% be there to back you all the way. But, I mean, yeah, he knows all the loopholes. He knows how to hire enough lawyers. He knows how to talk people into letting him borrow money. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, he's a straight up bully. I mean, let's just be real.
And the worst, slimiest car salesman I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It just boggles my mind. I'm trying to find the best lighting here.
Is it dark behind you? Like, it's not usually this big of an issue.
That's too bright. There we go. But anyway, back to my point. My whole idea is we got to find a balance.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh, yeah.
And
right. That's why I like the whole two-party system, is because it's got to be balanced. Like,
that's why I don't like the two-party system.
Huh?
That's why I don't like the two-party system.
Well, I think that both
there
sides
is no
and
balance.
both opinions matter. Like, everybody has their own opinions for a reason, and I do truly believe the whole yin and yang thing, that you can't have balance without the black and the white of things, or the red and the blue of things, or whatever you want to call it. But you can't have balance without both sides. Because if everything was one-sided and everybody believed in one side and only one way, there would never be balance. The scales would always be tilted. Always.
We need yellow. We need yellow. Is straight up what we need. We need a green.
I'm down with green. Yellow? Is there a yellow one?
No. That's my point.
Oh, well, there's a for real green one. So then I was confused. Anyways.
Is there? Oh, that's why they're called the Green Party.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure their color is green. Just a guess.
But my point is they're, a mix of red and blue, which is, why green.
Which I can be down with. Yeah.
But but anybody that runs for the Green Party doesn't even get acknowledged.
Nope. And
on the ballot this year, there was only one independent person.
I know. And in order to get acknowledged, you pretty much have to register under red or blue. And then you have to claim, even if you don't, you have to claim to align with every single one of those values.
Yep.
So it's interesting. Anyways, but back to my point, my husband and I were talking the other day. Like the Democrats want to claim that the Republicans are the problem, and the Republicans want to claim that the Democrats are the problem, which, aside from it creating division, the fact of the matter is you need both. And you do. I don't have a problem with Republicans. I don't have a problem with Democrats.
And neither do
I
I.
have a problem with people who want to spread hate and be hateful and create division.
I have a problem with that, and then also obviously throw in hypocrites as well.
You have a problem with hypocrites?
Yeah.
So let's unpack that a little, because what do you do about people who say one thing and believe one thing, and then 5 years later say and believe something different?
That's my point. Exactly what you just said is where I'm going with this.
Okay, but how is that not growth? Why is that not just considered growth as a human being?
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. I'm talking about one specific issue here. Okay, I'm not talking about anything other than this one specific issue.
Okay, we'll use the example. Sure.
4 years ago, when they shut down Obama's Supreme Court nominee, they shut it down. They said, we're not going to do this until after the election. We're shutting it down. And then they even went on record multiple times. Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell, multiple times they went on record stating, if this happens again in 4 years, we're setting a precedent. If it's in Donald Trump's last year of
serving.
Thank you. And last year of his presidency, we will not confirm anyone. We will wait until after the election. They went on record multiple times in 4 years. And then they went on record again 2 years ago and said the exact same thing. They said straight up, if it happens during his last year of presidency before the election, we will not confirm. And then every time somebody called them out, they completely remained silent. They never came out and said, oh, we changed our mind, or, oh, this is important, or we fear that, the states aren't going to be able to, have an accurate, representation of who they want for president. This is going to be fought in the court systems. We want to make sure we have the proper amount of justices. They didn't do any of that.
Right.
All they did was remain silent and push this agenda.
Okay.
That is being a hypocrite. And that is bullshit.
I concur. If you stay silent and don't offer explanation, certainly. Now,
again, there's other types of hypocrisy that could be considered growth. I agree with you on that. I'm just talking about this one specific thing.
Okay. Then that I understand. And you're right. That's just a hypocrisy. You're not wrong. You win.
Again, whether it's 1 million moms, whether it's the AFA, whether it's the Democrats, whether it's the Republicans, all we're doing right now is dividing our nation.
Right.
Straight up. We're dividing our nation.
Mm-hmm.
Blindly following is what Stalin wanted us to do, is what Hitler wanted us to do, is what Pol Pot wanted us to do.
Right.
Is what Castro wanted them to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what our administration right now is asking us to do.
Right.
That's not good stuff.
I don't think the position that we're in, period, is any good. And I don't know. I don't understand how we got here. Like, I know it was a slow burn to get here. I get that. But I really, really, really don't understand.
You and me both, sister.
Like, I literally feel like we're in World War II Germany.
Yep. Now, is it obviously that extreme? No.
I disagree.
Are we off killing Jews?
Well, no, not Jewish people, but do you know how many children are missing from the border?
Yeah. Did you hear about all the stuff that the was it the FBI, all these missing children that were discovered in the last 48, 72 hours, 27 missing children alone in Virginia?
In Virginia?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Where?
I didn't look at the story. I told you I've If it popped up on my Facebook feed, I saw it. Did I click any buttons? Did I end up going down a rabbit hole? No. Have I gone to any news sites? No. Have I dove into anything other than the 1 million moms versus Uber Eats stuff? No.
Are you using 1 million moms to distract yourself from all this?
I need a mortal enemy.
Yeah.
And they have become mine.
Your hate on. I got you. So can I just real quick before we head out here, can I point one little bitty thing out?
Please go right ahead.
I'm gonna have to Google it to make sure that I can confirm this still. But I remember this wasn't too terribly long ago, but it was right before. Actually, I can't say when this was because I honestly do not remember. And as I started to say that it was right before something specific, I don't think that that's accurate. So I'm not sure when this was. But I read a story not too long ago about how some company, organization, government entity, I'm not sure which it was trying to buy a lot of land with big giant warehouses on it in DC, or buy the land so that they could place the buildings there, something to that effect. Because in order to buy a giant plot of land like that, apparently you have to submit the plans for what you want the land for, evidently. They were originally going to purchase it in DC, and the governor or something banned them from doing this because you know what they wanted to do with it?
No, please.
They wanted to move all of the detainees by the border that are in Texas and Arizona and move them to DC, Virginia.
I must have missed that one too.
Yeah. So instead of DC, because they weren't allowed to do it in DC, they moved it to Virginia, which is why I find it interesting that you just said that they found so many children in Virginia.
Yeah, they did.
Virginia's doing some shady ass shit.
That's why I'm moving to West Virginia.
I feel you. That's why I'm getting the fuck out of the country.
Only for 4 years.
I'll stay the fuck there. I've told my husband, I said, if you feel like you need to come back for your last 2 years of service, then you can come the fuck right back. I'm not taking our kids here if it's going to be like this. I'm not raising them here. I'll get a job and stay the fuck there. I've got plenty of friends over there.
Are you going to learn to speak Belgian?
Yeah. Well, it's not Belgian. They speak 3 languages.
It's Danish, right?
3 languages. They speak French. I think it's actually, I could be wrong. I don't know, but one of them is French.
I know French. I think it's French, Danish, and German.
I'm going to ask Siri. They speak, yes, the top 3 are French, German, and Dutch.
See, I was right.
You were right. Yeah. So, I have a niece in Germany. I have friends in the UK. I have friends in Scotland. I have plenty of places I can go that aren't here. I have friends in Canada.
I want to go to Canada.
You know how cold it is in Canada? Like, do you actually, though?
I really do.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just making
sure.
And
I'm well ready for it.
Yeah.
I am. Okay, right now it's 30 degrees here. It feels like 21 or whatever the wind chill factor is right now. By the way, the wind chill factor is crazy. And I'm sitting here in a hoodie and a long sleeve shirt underneath it in flippers.
Those are cool. Yeah, it's windy AF here.
Yep.
The low is 36. We woke up and our house was like 63. It was fucking cold. I woke up like long before my alarm went off because I was just so freezing, which I normally like to sleep in cold weather like that. But damn.
My windows are still open. I don't give a shit.
You're fucking crazy.
I love it.
Good for you.
I have 4 blankets on my bed. I have a weighted blanket, a fleece blanket, and then 2 comforters. And, I'm fine.
Sleep on a heating pad.
Oh, my God.
It's got a timer. It goes off after 2 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty dangerous.
No, not if it goes off. It's fine.
I know, but if you didn't go off, it would be pretty dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that everyone has a wonderful Monday and that we're not all wanting to kill ourselves tomorrow.
Condemn 1 million moms. Get out and vote, regardless of red, blue, green, yellow, orange. Get out and vote.
Absolutely.
Period.
Please.
If you haven't already, please make sure you vote tomorrow.
Oh, funny story. So my friend, one of my best friends in San Antonio, was telling me the other day, she's like, I have to tell you something that's going to end our friendship. And I was like, what? And she was like, I didn't know, but somehow I'm not registered to vote. And I was like, well, that's not going to end our friendship really, but like, why can't you just go register? Like, it's not that hard.
Too late.
Like, you can go at the polls or something, can't you? And she's like, no, I don't know. And she was like, but I would have voted for Trump anyway. And I was like, well, in that case, I am so glad you're not registered to vote. Thank you so much for not checking on that.
Yeah, right.
I hope the rest of you aren't either.
Yeah. But anyway, again,
okay.
regardless of your affiliation, get out and
Yes.
vote. Speak your mind. This is the year to do so.
Sure.
And fuck 1 million moms.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll be back tonight, 8 p.m. East, 5 p.m. West, doing a entrepreneur spotlight with a creator of a new product. And then music all week long. It's going to be insane. So
Insane
just
in the membrane.
So just a one-off entrepreneur spotlight, which I like to do every once in a while. And then music Tuesday, music Wednesday, music Thursday, music Friday. I've got the band Lonely Youth coming on. I've got the band September Morning coming on. I've got a gentleman by the name of Kulik coming on, and then also the band Boy Blue coming on. I am just loaded this week, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm most looking forward to the band September Morning. Yeah, because they're just going to rock out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But again, tonight, Entrepreneur Spotlight, something a little bit different for Suck It Podcast.
Awesome. And I have a new episode coming out tomorrow.
You do?
I do. And it's all about spirituality and shit we can't explain.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Well, we love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Stay happy, stay healthy.
Bye.
Bye. Where's my damn end podcast button? There it is. Bye.